Good morning, Fort McMurray, with Buffalo and the rest of the world. You've tuned in to the Mac City Morning Show. I'm your host, Elliot Pierre. We're going to start today's episode off the same way we start every episode off, with a moment of gratitude. I know you could be doing a million other things with your time, and the fact that you spend it with us truly does mean the world to me. So thank you. On that note, Tanner, hit him with the intro.
Hey, it's Keith Simpson here. I'm the general manager of Norel Toyota, soon to be Fort McMurray Toyota. Pretty excited for our new dealership. We're here to take care of you. Come on down and be part of our family.
And we are back. Big shout out to our title sponsor, Norel Toyota. We really do appreciate your ongoing support. As everybody at home knows, I do not introduce my guests because they can do a better job of that than myself. So can you please tell everybody at home who you are and what you're about?
I'm Chelene Tatum, so I have 3 kids. I've grown up in Fort McMurray, 1 husband, and
It's important to note here.
yeah, just 1 husband, 3 kids.
That's hilarious. I love it. That's so funny. So like you grew up here.
Yeah, like I was born here, raised here. People always say to me that, like, I'll say I'm from here, and they say like from here, just like that. I'm like, yeah, like that was a thing that could happen at some point in time.
Yeah, it was a thing. So what we have an ongoing competition. I don't know what you want to call it. Survey. What high school did you go to?
Merck.
There we go.
Yep, sorry.
Yeah.
What's the survey?
Well,
is it good or bad?
Well, it's very good because I went to Merck, so that's the winning team. But this guy,
I'm
I wouldn't describe it as the
really
winning
honest.
team.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's from comp, and so everybody that actually like grew up here, it's interesting to find out like what school they went to, and it's interesting to find out like what they've done in their lives. And so it's been out of the 800 plus guests, we've had a pretty diverse spread of what high school you went to.
And Westwood, I feel like maybe they all moved away. Did they?
Yeah, like we no, that's literally it. Like Westwood definitely.
Yeah, they got the scholarships and left.
Yeah, totally, and they went on to different industries and whatnot.
So funny, when I went to school, Westwood started at grade 9 and Merck started at grade 10, and I'm old enough that they still had froshing. So like the first week of school, they brought you into the gym and they like terrorized you, and it was like a whole thing back then. And I was so scared to go to high school. Actually, I bailed. I was like, I'm not going to Westwood, I'm going to go to Merck. So I went to Gabe's for a year and then went to Merck because I was too scared to get publicly abused and humiliated.
Yeah. Frosh Week was sick.
It was like, I try and explain to my kids, I'm like, no, like this was a whole thing.
Oh dude, Frosh Week, like leading up to, it was when you first started, like when you first got there September, it was on, but then the grad week, like when the grade 12s leading up to graduation, when you're about to leave.
I think it was okay.
Ooh, man. Like, it was awesome. It was just fun. It was fun.
Yeah,
I
don't know if it was awesome and fun. Like,
I guess it depends who you were. It was awesome and fun for me.
Walking home getting egged, and people like rot eggs and smash them on you, and you're like walking, just trying to walk home. And you know, the school sanctioned it, so they would bring you into the gym, and you're called shreddies, and you had to like do all of these tasks and like go through swamp water. And I'm like, that's kind of twisted.
Yeah, it was. It really was. The school had stopped doing it by the time I got into Merck, but they were very much like, yo, what happens outside is what happens
on your
outside.
Own time, right?
Yeah, and I remember when I was in grade 12, like the grocery stores stopped selling me eggs.
Yeah, they wouldn't sell eggs.
They're just like, no eggs. I was just like, but I have a home ec class and I gotta bake a cake. Like, we were spending a lot of money at the corner stores paying premium for eggs.
So, you know, I'm okay with that ending.
Yeah, no, it's for the best, actually. Yeah, so so you grew up like myself and Tanner, like born and raised Fort McMurray. So what was your big why I want to stay in Fort McMurray? Like, what kept you there?
Truthfully, I never did. Like, there was a moment in time, I think, after I always went to leave. My family is not from Canada even, and my mom's from Texas. My dad's from Ireland. He's been in Canada for a long time, but I do not like the weather, to be honest. I like really struggle with it, and also Fort McMurray being so far away from everything. But when I graduated Fort McMurray was booming, and it has a lot of opportunity that you can't get other places. And there really was very much this feeling of if you went anywhere else, you would for surely starve to death. Like you couldn't never make it anywhere else. And I think that, that has some merit, but I think I would have figured it out, right? People are successful all over.
Yeah.
But then you kind of like, get into the, you buy a house and you get settled in, and then that income is security, and then you see that there is a lot of opportunity here, and you start to fall in love with the special things that are here. So I don't dislike Fort McMurray. The people, the community is so exemplary. But it does truly have some downsides. It is really cold.
My dad still struggles with it. From a guy from South America, after he's been here, what now, 50 plus years?
Yeah.
Like he's still the winter. Like you should see this man when he goes out, and he's just like I love the winter.
I've tried. I just, I really try. Like right now I'm like, it's so pretty today, and I try and like pump myself up. But if I'm truthful, I would prefer not.
Do you own a heated jacket?
No, but all these ladies are telling me I have to get a heated jacket.
A heated jacket will change the heated jacket.
Heated just
heated
everything.
gloves.
Yeah, I want heated everything. I asked for a heated chair thingy for my office this year. I work from home now, so I really don't have to leave the house. I get my groceries delivered. I walk the dog, so that's my big struggle is if I could just walk the dog every day, I feel great, but some days it is a little bit cold for us, but we're trying, right?
Heated jacket.
Yeah, you can get one for like $120 on Amazon, runs off of batteries, and it will keep you warm.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna
My thing this winter for everybody not in Fort McMurray right now is the ice is killing me. I've already hit the ground 3 times. Yeah.
I fell that day. We were supposed to do this podcast last week, and I was like, I think I'm going to tap out. I don't think I should leave my house. And then I did have to leave my house, and I definitely fell.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. I was getting out of the van and just like, zhoof.
Yeah.
So, listen, it's an adventure living in northern Alberta.
It's a good thing you're not sore.
Yeah. What an idiot. So you work from home now because you have a home business.
Yeah.
And what is that all? Well, not a home business, but...
But yeah. Like, people don't come to my house. I meet people on Zoom all day long. I really wanted to transition at some point. It sounds so old again. But when I first was choosing my career, there wasn't really options to work online. Online wasn't a thing. There wasn't this whole idea of working for yourself and having freedom of time and, doing these different things like podcasts and content wasn't a thing. And so when I had kids and I was really wanting to be at home more, and also my eldest is autistic and he was struggling a lot with school, and we were getting all these phone calls all the time to pick him up, and it was just a really intense time, and I had a desire to do something different where I had more flexibility. Truthfully, that I could maybe live anywhere, that I could be on the road, I could travel. And so I transitioned into finance. So I work in Canada and the US, helping, I always say I empower people in all things money. And that varies depending on the family. Like some families are struggling with debt, some families need wealth management, some families need different things. And so I work with a team in Canada and the US, and it's just been amazing. We can travel, we can plan family vacations around it. I can work a little bit here in the morning and then plan my meetings around it, and it's just given us a whole new freedom of lifestyle that I never knew was an option when we were in high school. It wasn't an option, right?
Like the internet
it's so cool what's happened, right? And especially in finance, even before COVID, which pro cons of COVID, but it forced the industry to allow people to work online before. Like Zoom was a thing before, but clients were like, I don't know what that is. You couldn't e-sign documents the way you can now, and it forced the industry to adapt because of it and allowed it to where I can literally work on Zoom all day and help people and meet people, and it's just so fun to be in Toronto and then be in BC and then be in Tennessee, and I just love it. So
That's cool. So like, how does it work in regards to you getting clients, or how can people sign up for whatever the service is? Because I don't really, what's the service in itself?
Well, it depends on the family. I'm a broker. I do actually help a lot of people specifically in the disability world. So I have a team of people that help people get disability tax credit, and then once they're approved, I go back in and clean up their finances. I might help them plan for, if they have a disabled child, they might have to plan for long-term financial needs of that family. Because I come from a business background, I help a lot of businesses, let's say tax shelter, transition plan, buy-sell agreements, things like that. So it's going to depend on the person, but most people find me on TikTok. I talk a lot about disability tax credit there, and that was kind of a fluke, but I very much kind of really started teaching about that. There was a need there in the market, and most people find me on TikTok, but I am in all of the other places like YouTube and Facebook, and most people find me on social media, and then they reach out or they go to a booking link and then they come to me or one of my team.
Cool. The internet's wild.
It's so cool. When I first heard about TikTok, someone was like, you have to go on TikTok. I was like, I don't want to dance. I don't want to learn another app. And then I finally did go on TikTok, and it just literally for me changed my business in so many ways. And I love how you can connect with people from anywhere about anything. If I want to learn anything, I can go on TikTok and learn it. And I think it's just a really special tool as opposed to, let's say, Facebook, which is great, but you kind of have to be connected to people, right? Or be connected to someone to get that person in your algorithm. But TikTok, if I want to learn about some sort of niche thing, I geek out on some really weird stuff. I love like period dramas, and there's like people that have whole TikToks about like the clothing, and you know, you could just niche into anything and you could do it on TikTok and probably make a business of it, which I think is really cool.
That is cool. Yeah, no, TikTok's a very interesting social media platform. Yeah. And like you described it at first, it was just kids dancing.
Yes. And I was like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah. You never know how these platforms are gonna like change into the future. I was chatting with my business partner a few weeks ago about what Facebook used to be.
Right.
And I was just like, do you remember posting on each other's walls?
I know.
I was like, yo man, I'm in town. It was just public conversations, just like, but we didn't know it would turn into what it is now.
But what a gift it is. I mean, obviously social media has pros and cons, but I think overall it's a really cool way for people to connect. I look at like the autism community, and my son has like real relationships online with people that he wouldn't have otherwise. And he's doing like so well right now. He knows how to like social cues of like jokes. He's like a funny guy, and I just feel like he learned so much of that through gaming and chatting with people online. And he wouldn't have had that opportunity otherwise, right? And so now he's like kind of I don't know, retransitioning into society, if that makes sense. During COVID, he came home for a long time and then homeschooled, and we just kind of took time to reset and recalibrate and get him kind of feeling better. And now he really does, and he has so much confidence, and he is going to that Immaculate Heart, and he's doing so well. But I'm like, if online wasn't a thing, if online gaming wasn't a thing, if these chat rooms wasn't a thing, he wouldn't have that opportunity. And for a lot of people, that is their lifeline. That is how they communicate. And so can it be bad? Can there be cyberbullying and all these things? Is there pressures on our daughters to look a certain way that is just totally different than when we were growing up, or more intense, I think? Yes. But there's always pros and cons to everything. But I think overwhelmingly, I just find it such a cool way to connect with people from all over the world in a real, genuine way.
Yeah, yeah. And they're growing so much. Like, I was on TikTok Live, it's called now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm an old man. Ask this guy how frustrating I am to like learn new tech. Like,
they don't pay me enough.
But I just like literally 72 hours ago, like, click like, oh, what's this live button about? Yes. And I'm just like, I've heard about it, but I was just like, I'm doing other things right now. It's a very unique concept.
Yes. People make like lots of money on there. I go live sometimes if I have time in between. I'm usually honestly very booked and I don't have a lot of space, but I like to just pop on and people can ask me questions in real time. I can answer them. I can, you know, connect with other people that way. And TikTok likes live, so they push it out to more people. So strategically, it's a good move. But there's people on there that like run their whole like psychic business or tarot card reading, and they're just like, they're making so much money off running these lives on
People
TikTok.
ripping Pokemon cards is another big one.
Oh, I haven't had that in my algorithm.
Oh yeah, people like you'll sell a pack, like you'll be like, buy the pack and you'll watch the dude rip it and whatever's in the pack is yours.
Oh, right. And there's some ladies that do like these like unboxing. It's like a, you know, those like bath fuzzy things. I don't know. And then jewelry comes out of it. I don't know. People get really into it. They get that dopamine hit.
Yeah.
I'm like, power to them that they can make a business out of that at home and people enjoy it. That's pretty cool, I think, right?
No, it's amazing. Well, listen, Tanner has tapped his phone. That means he's ready with his questions for his segment called the Max City Minute, brought to you by Carrie and Patchouli Rose. Tanner, hit her with the Max City Minute.
All right, question number 1. What would you call the most iconic food duo?
Oh, what?
Like milk and cookies, or like
a well-known
Yeah, well, it doesn't have to be
I
well
don't know. Pineapple pizza. Ham and pineapple.
Hot take. Hot take.
Hot take. Hey, I love pineapple. And
I love it.
pizza. Yeah, hey.
I actually like no ham, pineapple, and banana peppers, but it's kind of adjacent.
Yeah, fair enough. Question number 2. What is the weirdest place you've traveled?
Oh, weirdest. I don't know. The farthest we've gone is we went to Bali, and that was really cool.
Question number 3. If you had to choose one baked good to eat for the rest of time, what would you choose?
Oh no, a baked good?
Yeah,
Okay,
like
I'm not really like a baked good person, but like that's the only thing I can eat?
No, like you have to pick one.
Oh, chocolate chip cookies.
Okay. Question number 4. What do you think is the most special thing about the community?
Aw, the people. I mean, people are genuinely helpful here and connected. If you go into, okay, like it or lump it, but you know, there's the girl gang and the mommy network and these Facebook groups, and they're so active and connected, and if you put something on there that you need help with, like so many people are going to respond and you're going to get that need met, where in other communities the groups just, it's really not the same. Even in communities the same size or smaller, which you would think maybe that's a big city thing that people don't connect, but I just find there's something really special, I think, because most everyone's from away here and they have to create community. It forces you to help each other, and that northern idea of if we don't help each other, we're not going to survive. That's like built into the community on a big level.
Straight up.
And your final question, what is your favorite Christmas tradition?
Okay, I love to drive around and look at Christmas lights on Christmas Eve and drink hot chocolate and have treats. My kids are like, you know, not into it anymore, but that is my favorite tradition. We did that even before we had kids.
Those have been your 5 questions.
There we go. Have you ever seen lights outside of Fort McMurray? Like a light?
No, never.
Never.
No,
Okay,
there's
never.
only lights in Fort McMurray.
Christmas lights, I mean. That's funny. I meant Christmas lights.
Yes, sort of. One of my funnest Christmases is we went to Vancouver and did all this stuff there, and it was warm enough that they have like this Christmas train thing. It's not really a train. I don't know what it is. It's like a little thing you ride through a park.
Okay.
And they have lights everywhere and music and roasted chestnuts. I thought that was only in the movies, but they have them in Vancouver.
Interesting.
At Christmas time. That was really cool.
So do you want Christmas without snow?
Yes.
Ugh,
Whoa.
no.
Man, you're full
The
hot
best
takes on
ones
this
are
show.
like in
Cancelled.
Mexico
Yeah.
and Hawaii. At Hawaii, they like decorate the cars, and it's so cute and adorable, and I love it.
No, Christmas needs snow. It's-
Yeah. It even makes me sad. Like, it's kind of wild. We're at the top of the world, but like, we don't always have snow on Christmas anymore.
Yeah,
Like,
it has changed at an
dramatically.
alarming rate.
Yeah,
if
dramatically.
we're really honest with ourselves.
And so, like, that blows my mind, because Christmas used to be like minus 25 minimum, and it was snow. Because like,
Halloween was
Oh, yeah.
like
Guaran-
cold and snowing.
it was a waste
To
of
be
time.
fair, it was cold and snowing on Halloween
Yeah,
this year.
this Halloween nailed it. We had snow
Yeah.
and everything.
Yeah.
Halloween, I remember you had to have your winter jacket.
Like,
It's
it
like,
was,
why are
like,
we even getting
intensive.
costumes extremes up here.
Like -20 maybe.
Yeah.
We would always be like, we're gonna go to all the houses, and then we would go like around a block, and we're like, it's too cold.
It's too cold. Bring me inside.
Cold.
I did not. No, free candy day, dog. Little kid, like I was out there in that weather, dog. Like we had pit stops at friends' houses to warm up and drink hot chocolate. Like.
Yeah, and your parents drive around and warm you up. My kids are serious about it. They learned how to do it right. They went. They're like teens now, so they went there with their friends for the first time this year, and they were very disappointed because they were like, their friends weren't serious about getting candy. I was like, yeah, different families do it differently, so maybe next year we just do it together, because they're like, we're going to all the houses.
Yeah, you gotta make it to Burns. You gotta make it to Burns.
Right.
Tanner's tapped his watch, so that means we are out of time. But before I cut you loose, everybody gets a shameless shout out or plug. So you have the mic, the camera, the lights.
So shameless plug, I guess it's holiday season. I come from Merck, so Santa's Anonymous has been around for over 30 years. Now is the time when they're collecting everything for the community. It's such a great organization. They have boxes right in the office at the school. You can drop stuff off if you want to volunteer to pack stuff. But now's the time to, whatever you can do, give back as much as possible.
There we go. Well, Fort McMurray, Wood Buffalo, the rest of the world, that's been another episode of the Mac City Morning Show. From the bottom of my heart, thank you very much for tuning in. Big shout out to our title sponsor, Noral Toyota, as well as Carrie from Julie Rose, and the beautiful people at Coldwell Banker. Hope everybody's having a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
Insulin to kill their patients.
Oh, so this is like a factual book.
It's about true crime. So I did 12 nurses through time. Right, so I started historically and went through time to present day, and picked out the ones that were more interesting, and I combined it, and I tried to make it a little more positive too, right? What did we learn?
How many nurses out here are killing their patients that you had to go through and pick the top 12?
There's quite a few. There is quite a few. Yeah, there is quite a few.
Good to know. Maybe your dad was on something with never visiting the hospital.
Yeah, no doubt.
There is quite a few.
Wild.
And it's just wild to me. And see, again, there's gaps, right? Mm-hmm. So when you work for an organization, how well are they checking
hiring the
references and you know, education and you know, past employers right before they hire
and
people.
Hopefully often.
Well, when you were speaking about the change that you were looking for, like in the industry, like that's kind of part and parcel with where you are right now. Like, management needs to be retrained so they understand. Like job descriptions need to be revisited for the nurses. So you like, this is what we can do within this time frame. Like because things fall through the cracks if you don't do that. And
well, I think another big thing is and I think another big thing too is you need to get the nurses more involved. Right? So when you're writing policy, who's better than the frontline nurses that are actually doing it and following it to get involved in writing those policies? Because I'll tell you, when I worked for organizations and I was in management and I was trying to tell, you know, the policy department, let's get our nurses involved because the way you've written this is not going to work. And they didn't listen. I'm not going to say to the nurse, oh, well, you should have followed policy, because I know darn well it's impossible for them to follow the policy that's been written because it's written by people that aren't actually doing the work. So I think, you know, if you want to retain your staff, one way to do that is to actually hear nurses and get them involved, right, in what they're doing, because who knows better than them what is needed, right?
So I'm going to jump off on okay, good. I thought he was telling me I was out of time. You said you have children.
Yes.
And so did they come with you, or are they like...
No, they're grown. They have their own families.
All right.
So they're all in Ontario. Possibly my daughter, I'm hoping, might move out here because it's getting quite expensive. And she has 6 children. So...
Good for her.
It's a blended family, but
you're so lucky. You got like a whole whack of grandkids.
And my son has 2 sons. And he's still in Ontario. And my daughter, my youngest daughter, hasn't married yet and no kids. And she's kind of just living her own life.
There we go. So what do they think about Mom traveling to the top of the world, northern Alberta? You might as well be hanging out with Santa Claus.
Well, I've been more north, right? The last community I was in Nunavut.
Okay.
So I'm used to this. This is kind of what I've lived, since 2009, and I love it.
Yeah.
And they're used to me traveling. I traveled all the time for work, right? So 2009, they were teenagers, right? They were pretty much... all of them were pretty much out of the house, going to college by the time I went north.
Okay.
So they're used to me being all over the place.
So that's something I think is a new kind of trend that I never really heard about when I was younger. It's traveling nurses.
Oh, no, that's not a new trend. That's been around for...
Okay, I never heard about it before.
Yeah.
Like, it seems pretty prevalent now, but unfortunately, Tanner's tapped his watch, and so we don't have time to talk about it. But before I cut you loose, everybody gets a shameless shout-out or plug. So you have the mic, the camera, the lights. Have fun.
Yeah, so if you are looking to have a speaker on leadership, staff retention, at your conferences, events, or even if you want to do some staff development workshops, I can facilitate. You can reach me at crystalculp.speaker@gmail.com.
There we go. Awesome. Well, Fort McMurray with Buffalo, the rest of the world, that's been another episode of the Mac City Morning Show. From the bottom of my heart, thank you very much for tuning in. Big shout out to our title sponsor, Neural Toyota, as well as Carrie from Patchouli Rose and the beautiful people at Coldwell Banker. I hope everybody at home is having a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.